Not really. Again, I'm sort of lost for words a little bit in terms of what's happened over the last 3 days, but also the last sort of 3 weeks. I guess if you asked me at the start of the tour whether I'd be in this position, I would have liked to be in this position, but to be here now and played the cricket that we've played is really special, and really proud of the group.
Just the back corner there.
Hi Tom, congratulations. In the absence of regular captain Kane Williamson, you took charge very well. And Will Young, who came into bat at number 3, was exceptional. Overall, Will Young, and of course your experience of leading the side.
Yeah, Youngie's been fantastic. He's obviously been in our squad for a long period of time now. Probably hasn't played as much as he would have liked in terms of that backup role, but I think for him to come here and play the way he's played in Bangalore, he obviously played a really important innings in that fourth innings, but I think the way he played here on a wicket that certainly wasn't easy for batters. I think he controlled our innings really nicely. I think he trusted his defence. He took brave options. He tried to fire a shot at them, and yeah, he played fantastically well, and certainly deserves the awards that he got. And I guess from my point of view, leading this group, it's always a really proud moment to lead New Zealand, and I guess to come here and be my first time as full-time captain. To be in this position is really special, but for me it's not about me, it's about the team, and the team have done the job at the end of the day. Everyone's chipped in when they need it, and that's the beauty of a team sport, is it's not going to be everyone's day on particular days, but guys stand up when they need to, and guys stood up at certain times throughout this whole series, which certainly really proud of them.
Tom, surprised by the way India sort of went down in the first test to see bowling and then to spin in the last 2 test matches. A, that, and B, word on Rishabh Pant's batting in both the innings, the way he was stroking the ball against the spinners.
I think that wicket in Bangalore was a pretty tricky one. I think our seamers did a fantastic job in terms of what we were able to achieve there, and we certainly knew in these conditions, naturally the way that India play, they are quite aggressive and tend to take the game on a little bit more, and that's something we spoke about and something that we tried to plan for. And even today, with Rishabh still there, certainly didn't believe that the game was over, and they have match winners throughout their side, and they've been successful playing the way that they've been playing for a long period of time. So I think we managed to fall on the right side of a couple of tosses, and I guess in doing that we managed to put runs on the board in the last couple of games. And I guess when you're chasing scores, from our point of view, runs on the board are really important, and some of these surfaces that we've played on have been really hard. They certainly haven't got easier from a batting point of view. So we knew today India were going to come hard. They did that in Pune, and they did that again today, and we obviously managed to get the results, which was really nice.
Hi, congratulations. A lot of seniors are there in this batting lineup, but in the larger scheme of things, how important it is, the way the youngsters have performed, see someone like Rachin, to build on going forward over the next years or decade, to build forward this team and take it from where it was in 2021? Yeah,
I think that's the natural progression of teams over a period of time. Naturally, you have older guys that have played a little bit more, or more experienced guys that have played in conditions, and you have young guys that I guess bring a bit of energy and haven't necessarily experienced conditions like these, and I guess for them to be exposed to some of the toughest conditions around the world, some of the toughest conditions to play over here is really rewarding. And I guess for them to come here and have success, some guys are on their first tour to India, is really special, and I think they should take a lot of confidence from what we've been able to achieve over the last couple of weeks. And we speak about it and inside the group, and I've also spoken about over the last sort of couple of weeks, is we try to stay as level as we can as a group, trying not to ride the wave too much in terms of wins and losses, and just trying to keep improving each game, and I think we've done that really well over the last couple of weeks.
Tom, your thoughts on the dismissal of Rishabh Pant today, because it kind of solved the game entirely in your favour, because
when you took the review, it was the last one at 20. It was the last one. How convinced were you that it was out? Because Rishabh did not look like he was convinced. Rishabh looked completely out that he was convinced that he was not out.
Yeah, a few of us heard two noises, so I guess when you're revealed in that situation, you leave it up to the umpire's hands. So we can't necessarily see the footage that the third umpire gets. So that's certainly out of our control in terms of what that may look like. But we obviously heard a couple of noises and decided to take the review, and obviously it fell on the right side for us. So that's obviously up to the umpires. It's out of our control.
Just taking a cue from this series, the art of batting time seems to be sort of disappearing from Test cricket over the last, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years. Is that because batters don't trust their defensive techniques enough? I mean, I know everyone says it's an influence of T20 cricket because of the influence of that, but it's also a case of batters not trusting their defense enough.
I think if you look at the last sort of couple of years and potentially teams around the world, they've tended to play I guess that more aggressive style in terms of the way they like to approach it. I guess when you come into conditions where things may be a little bit tricky, some teams like to try to take the game on a little bit more, but I guess everyone has a slightly different plan in terms of how they like to go about things. Some guys are more traditional in the way that you speak about in terms of trying to trust their defence, take brave options to I guess put bowlers off their line and length, and then maybe get the fields that they want, whereas other guys tend to be ultra aggressive. So, and I certainly think we've seen that over the last probably 2 years. I guess everyone has a different way of going about things. When sometimes the wickets as tricky as they have been over the last couple of games, sometimes trying to fire a shot and get runs is certainly more important than necessarily batting time. And I certainly think we've seen that over the last couple of games where runs have been important, not necessarily batting time. I guess you look at the nature of the scores from both sides. They haven't been high-scoring games, which we've potentially seen in the past when we've played over here. So, there's a nature of the way that teams want to play or individuals want to play. It's sort of their way, and I guess making sure you back them from our point of view. Were you saying plans to? Yeah, like all the Indian batsmen, we obviously plan as much as we can in terms of trying to find a way to bowl to them as much as possible. I think always regardless of who you're bowling to, first 10, 15, 20 balls are always really important. Trying not to give them any easy runs, trying to build up a little bit of pressure, and not just those two individuals that you spoke about, but it's the whole batting lineup. You want to put pressure on early, and you want them to take options that they might not necessarily want to take. So, I thought we were able to put pressure on their batting lineup a lot. The surface obviously suited us today. It was turning a lot and getting bounce out there. So. Credit to the way Ajaz and Matt Henry obviously got the first one, but Glenn Phillips bowled as well. I thought they did a fantastic job both of them to bowl pretty much the whole innings to get us into the position where was fantastic.
What do you think is 3-0 win can do to New Zealand Test cricket? Do you think that teams will take New Zealand cricket more seriously because or is it just the New Zealand way of going about things, winning into the finals?
Yeah, look, that's out of our control. All we can do is keep putting our best foot forward, keep trying to play a brand of cricket that we want to play, a brand of cricket that we're proud of, and I certainly think we've done that over the last 3 Test matches. We obviously go home and play England in 3 games where conditions are going to be completely different than what we've faced here. So, it's obviously a great moment for New Zealand cricket, probably one of New Zealand cricket's greatest series wins, I think. Look, again, I think all we can do is keep doing our thing, keep playing cricket, and keep playing our brand of cricket, and I guess we do feel the support back home. We've felt a lot of support over the last couple of weeks, which is really special. So we've got 3 more big games back home. We've got sellout crowds in a couple of the games, which is, I guess, all you can ask for from a cricketer's point of view. Playing in front of packed home crowds is always really special. So I'm sure we'll feel the support back home when we get there.
Yeah, congratulations on the series. How important was Glenn Phillips' 14 balls 26? Was it intentional? And his role in the overall series, because there were a lot of left-handers in the Indian lineup, and he was the only off-spinning option you had.
Yeah, I think we're lucky with I guess 2 guys in our top 6 that are able to bowl. Rachin obviously didn't play a massive part with the ball this series, but having Glenn who can bat 7 and bowl some off spin. Not long ago he was a wicket keeper, so he's come a long way over the last couple of years. He's someone that loves bowling, loves trying to get better, and not also as bowling but also as batting. I think the way yesterday he came out and tried to counter punch the Indian attack. He managed to get 20 or 30 pretty quickly, and as I spoke about before, sometimes runs on these surfaces are more important than time. So he's obviously been a great part, or he's played a massive part in our squad over the last couple of years since he's played Test cricket, and again, someone like him, his first sort of tour to India in a role that he's just becoming familiar with. He did a fantastic job. He took some important wickets when we were needed, not only here but in the last couple of tests as well. So he obviously did a fantastic job to bowl in tandem with Ajaz today.
Hey, hi Tom. Couple of questions. First of all, about your spinning unit, the match if not outperform the Indian spinning unit, which is a rarity in Indian conditions. And plus, can you take us through the top when you enter the field, the confidence after those early wickets, and on those lines?
Yeah, the guys have been fantastic. Obviously didn't play a massive part in Bangalore, but I think the way they've bowled over the last couple of test matches has been fantastic. We always talk about trying to adapt to each surface, and these 2 surfaces have certainly been slightly different. Obviously black soil, red soil, where things are slightly different. So the way they've been able to adapt, I think Ajaz he bowled fantastically well. To bowl the one end, not only today but yesterday I think it was, to get the rewards he did. We talked about trying to keep things simple, try to be as clear as we can in terms of what we're trying to achieve out there, and keep bowling our best ball. And the spin group did that well over the last couple of games. So and in terms of your second question, whenever you're defending a score, runs on the board are always really important, and sometimes the surface can play into your hands a little bit, and the nature of the surface, it was only getting harder to bat on. So getting early wickets is really important. If you have partnerships up top, that obviously makes it hard from a fielding point of view to get any momentum, and we managed to get those early wickets and put India under pressure. And as I said, until that last wicket fell, I certainly didn't think it was over. So we know India bat right the way down, even having Washington batting at the end. We knew that things could easily swing the other way. So we always talked about trying to stay in it. Things happen quickly here, and in these conditions and the nature of the game, things, wickets tended to fall in clumps, and we knew if we got one, we could get a couple in a hurry, and pretty happy we got the job done.
Just last one.
Do you consider it as the biggest achievement for New Zealand cricket to beat India on their own side?
Look, it's been a massive achievement. I think after the first one, it was obviously pretty special. The second one to win a series, was even more special, and we spoke about coming here and trying to adapt as much as we can, and I guess to be in this position 3-0, it's certainly a series that I'll never forget. We obviously share we'll celebrate as a group together over tonight and the next couple of days before we head home. But it's certainly been an amazing series to be a part of. I think it will sink in a little bit more when we get home and once the dust settles a little bit. But it's been a fantastic achievement, and I'd say it's up there with one of the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.